Yo, what's up everyone? So in today's video, I'm going to be discussing should you use indicators. So in my opinion, I really only believe that there's one indicator that's actually somewhat useful. The thing about indicators that people, especially new traders, get totally confused by is the fact that most indicators will only look good and look like they work after the fact, after the big move happens, right? You can't really formulate a good strategy off of just using indicators, and indicators are kind of like, using creatine or a protein powder when you're working out. You really shouldn't only be, using those. You should also be eating mostly food, but to get that little extra bit, then sure, you can add in some of those powders. And that's the exact same thing with trading indicators. It's mostly going to be based off of raw price action, candlesticks, market structure, market sentiment, all that kind of stuff. And you can use some of these little magical lines on your chart to kind of help you. I think most of them just don't really work. But I'm just going to be getting into one that I think is good and works all around in all types of asset classes, and that is VWAP. So VWAP stands for volume weighted average price, and basically just takes the total amount transacted divided by how many shares or contracts was traded, and then divides that, and then you get pretty much the VWAP plot that's turned into a line. So this, or actually let me move this so you guys can see. Yeah, you guys can see it now. So this purple line right here is VWAP. So pretty much it's super simple. If you are trying to short the stock, if you're trying to go short, you want to probably be shorting above VWAP, and if you want to go long, you should probably be buying below VWAP. Now, I'm going to show you guys something that is, the reason why indicators are just not the best is because, you could have shorted right here below VWAP, and when VWAP was kind of up and, just going down a little, or just, staying neutral, you could have shorted like right here and caught basically a 20-point move, and VWAP would have barely been down, right? It would have barely been down. And on the other hand, this is a different day, but you could have bought, let's say right here above VWAP, and, price just keeps on going up. And, you can see throughout these days, it's not a perfect strategy at all. I mean, it's decent. It definitely looks better in the moment just to, kind of see the sentiment. Okay, if it is below VWAP, maybe should be looking to try to look for longs. If it's above VWAP, maybe try to look for shorts. But again, that's where you will get messed up. And instead of reading, the actual market structure and the actual price action and just seeing that, okay, this is just a bearish trend day, you'll be looking at longs just because it's under this line. And unfortunately, it's not that easy. The market does not just trade under this magical line, and that's how price moves. No, that is not the case. And I know there is the RSI, which is a lot of new traders, including myself. I got tricked into believing the RSI. Let's go to NASDAQ, actually. So, the thing that's extremely stupid about, indicators is just they just don't tell you anything that you can't just see by, the chart. And I mean, sure, right? You can see stuff like this. Oh man, the RSI says oversold. I should go get in. Oh my god, that's perfect. It says oversold here. But then it keeps, it says oversold, but then it just keeps going up. It says oversold again. And then price is even higher, and it's basically at around like the same level. So how are you supposed to actually use, the RSI in your trading? I'm not really sure, I mean, for example, again, you could have bought here. Oh, it's oversold, and bought here, and bought here, and bought here. I mean, boom, right there, the RSI is completely invalidated, right? And that's where, you can cherry pick examples of where it could have worked super well, like right here. Oh, it's overbought, perfect at the bottom. I mean, I guess, but also, literally today where it was oversold in the perfect time to buy like 4 times, you would have destroyed your account trying to chase that. So yeah, and it's a lot of newbie traders think that, until they learn what the RSI just actually is like, they think that it's like a perfect strategy, and it's just not the case, guys. It is not the case at all. And so that's just one example of, indicators that I think are just junk, essentially. And so, yeah, guys, this is why I just do not prefer indicators at all. You should really only look at the actual price action on the chart. That is where you are going to be getting the best indication of what's actually happening in the market. And again, indicators are lagging. It's only going to look pretty way after the move. That's when it's going to look like it was a perfect entry. But plenty of times, this was not blue, or this was, a different color and stuff. And yeah, guys, just, so the thing about indicators, can you use them to kind of get a little bit of an extra edge? If you want, you can try them out. Just me personally, and after going through a lot of them, they're just not good to use for the long term, and they just kind of cloud your judgment a lot more than just using price action. And if you have multiple indicators on your chart, they could all be saying different things, and you just have no idea what to do. So that's why I just stick to reading price action. It's extremely simple. You don't have to worry about, getting just totally clouded with all this random stuff that's going on these random little indicators. You just look at the chart and go from there. It's super simple. So I hope that you guys learned today that indicators, while they can be useful, I just don't prefer to use them. And again, give them a shot. Test them out if you like them, and if you can make them work for you, perfect, awesome. Just to me, I think there's more cons to them than pros, and that's why I just don't prefer them. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions about any indicators or any of that kind of stuff, just comment down below or DM me on Instagram, and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. And if you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys could just please share it with someone that you think could benefit, and give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already, that'd be awesome. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.